Okay, we got to have a conversation about Marvel Rivals. There's a lot of talk about it. Everybody's playing it. It's one of the most streamed things out right now. And I took a gander at it, and I had some time to play with it just a little bit. But let's get about to what's really going on. You got your characters. You can the season. It's a free game, which means they're gonna be seasons. They're gonna be selling you they're gonna be selling you skins. They're gonna be selling you character extras. We know that's gonna be there. I thought the little interface was a little clunky to me. I didn't know what to do next. Felt like it was pushing me towards buying something than just playing the game, but it's whatever. They have the tournaments in there for the super nerds. They have all those things. I haven't filled all that stuff up yet, but the point is, there's a lot of things here. Is it an Overwatch? Is it just Overwatch redone? Yes. Let's just be honest. But does it matter? That's the bigger freaking question. Was the game fun? The game was fun. I got it. Is the game for me? No. Is the game going to be for you because you're a Call of Duty Super KD player? Probably not. But will you get a kick out of it? Yeah. But it'll become a novelty to you very quickly. But that's not the point. The people saying, oh, is this game good or not? And all the guys are getting into their super nerd over this video game is crazy because all that shit doesn't matter. There's only one demographic of people that matter when it comes to this game, and that are kids. We forget that it's not 2010 anymore, and we're not playing Call of Duty. And we spent our weekends and our summers mastering Call of Duty. We spent all that time mastering Halo. And now you're freaking old. You're freaking old. There's a new set of 10-year-olds, a new set of 9, 13, 12, 15-year-olds that are going to enjoy this game. They don't know all the politics and the minutia of what's going on in the gaming world. They know they want to play something fun. And this, from a kid's perspective, is the bee's knees. The characters they looked at growing up watching, them seeing Marvel on the streaming service for so long, watching all the side shows that they make on Netflix and Prime or wherever they make them at, begging to go to the movies, having fun times with their dad and mom at the movies and getting popcorn, and they look at their characters. They can play them in the game. They can play T'Challa, they can play Thor, they can play Rocket. These people, they have Rocket lunchboxes. They probably have Rocket teddy bears. Not only is this a good thing to put together, the real crime is how come this wasn't put together earlier? That's the bigger question, because it's a no-brainer. So when y'all sit around and say, you start getting into the details of the game, none of that matters. None of that matters. To a 13-year-old, it's good. It's good. I'm a 39-year-old man. I can tell you some people was in the Mortal Kombat, some people was in the Street Fighter. I remember the Super Nintendo. I remember the Nintendo 64. I remember the Dreamcast. I remember the Sega Saturn. I remember Sega TurboGrafx 16. I remember those things. And I'm here to tell you some of those games were great. Some of them were stupid for the time. Some of them were awesome for the time. But what it mattered is, were they fun or not? And for a 10-year-old, you have to put yourself in a 10-year-old mind frame. This is fun. If you go over to YouTube and search what's being streamed, this is it. At some point, Call of Duty will have to be dethroned, because there's more new kids coming into the game space than there are old fuddy-duddy guys in their 30. And let's be real, if you're 30, you're old. You're old. I don't care if you're 29 years old and you're living in your freaking studio apartment and you're talking about games and you stream and watch FaZe. None of that matters, bro. You're freaking ancient. You're ancient. There's a 9-year-old out there playing the game. And this is the bee's tits to them. That's the truth. So it may not, it's the same way my father would tell you about ColecoVision, if you even know what that is. Atari. Call of Duty had to be dethroned sometimes. Do I think this is going to dethrone Call of Duty completely? Probably not. But we have to remember more and more of these are going to get more popular because maybe this new generation is tired of the toxicity of first-person shooters. We ever sit and think about that? Now, I'm sure this is going to get toxic very quickly. But we can't say that the first-person shooters, the Apex Legends, the Call of Duties, they're not in particularly very, very, very toxic. We can't say that some point these new kids are going to see how toxic that realm is and gravitate towards this. So if you start complaining that all the games are like this, the truth is you ruined it. You ruined it with your cheating. You ruined it with your complaining. You ruined it with your toxic lobbies. You ruined it with the game builds, having to go to second websites to learn what attachment should go on what gun kills the fat. You ruined it by breaking it down too much. And now people just want to have freaking fly around, hit them with the titty meat beam fun. That's what it's going to end up being. Eventually, your generation has to move. I do not think these game people are thinking about y'all when they make these games. They're thinking about 10-year-olds. A company does not want the old generation. They want the next generation. You're thinking now, they're thinking 20 years from now, 10 years from now. That's how it goes down. You're not special. You're not, oh my God, this could be done. They can mess with the motor skills, breaking down all this crazy crap that, guess what, 10-year-olds, I don't know if you know a 10-year-old. They're freaking little sociopaths and they're psychos. They don't care about none of that. They want to know what happens when I hit Thor with this beam. Period. They don't care about the digital technology that goes into it. They're not sitting around pontificating if quantum computers are going to take us into a new world of reality like the Matrix. They don't care. Shoot, bang, run. That's it. Well, they don't have any money, but their parents do. And this right here, you would have had a heart attack if you could do this with your favorite characters when you were 9. You wouldn't even have understood why people even play those other games. You wouldn't have cared. What do I want to run around and worry about attachments for? I don't have to worry about attachments with this game. The dude's power is his power. I don't have to pick guns. I don't have to pick sights. I don't have to pick muzzles. I don't have to pick none of that. I just get in, throw around, and get to it, baby. Hours at a time. Playing with my friends. They're in their room at their house. They're in their room at his house. Everybody's all over the place. So my group of friends from middle school, we can get on the game, play. People are going to find their best friends through this game. Oh, do you play Marvel Rivals? Yeah, I play Marvel Rivals. All right, can I have that for roll up? I don't know what kids do now, but that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. If you don't watch out, you're going to be the old guy saying, back when my day in games were about the military. You're going to end up being that guy. Games had meaning. We fought the Russians. It's the packet love. At some point, you must move to the side. So hear me. All the 25, 30, 35-year-old guys that are into gaming, you are not important. This game captures the mind of every 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 13-year-old this side of the Mississippi, this side of the world. Every single movie franchise will be trying to figure this out. How Marvel resprung their dominance from a video game. Because right now, as I'm playing the characters from the movie, in 3, 4, 5 years, it'll be I'm going to the movies to watch the character from the game. Excellent. You don't matter. You're old. Is this game for you? No, it's not. I get it. I can see how it's fun. Even enjoyed it a little bit. But to me, it's monotonous dribble. But at the same time, it isn't about me. That's all I have to say. Don't do drugs. If you like this review, you sub. Hit the like button. Stay tuned. And comment if I'm wrong. Do not do drugs. Be happy. Focus on your discipline and have fun on the game. It's the Packet Love.